Imam Salahuddin Barakat and Rabbi Moshe David Cohen are out to change Malmo, or at least the way Malmo's Muslims and Jews relate to each other. Malmo is Sweden's third largest city. Its center looks like a typical piece of Scandinavia. Its Rosengard neighborhood, 15 minutes drive away, looks like this. A home to many of the 50,000 Muslims, 15% of the city's population, who live in Malmo. Malmo also has a Jewish community of a few hundred, and the city has grabbed headlines in Sweden and abroad for attacks against its Jews, becoming the poster child for Europe's Muslim-Jewish tension.
In Malmo itself, there have been attacks on the synagogue, on the graveyard, on Jews feeling insecure, our youngsters not feeling safe to proudly wear the Star of David.
In January 2015, Imam Barakat, head of Malmo's Islamic Academy, saw a program on Swedish television about anti-Semitism in Malmo.
I saw it as very problematic and felt for the Jewish minority in Malmo. So I actually went over to the Jewish, visited, first time in my life, visited the Jewish community and handed some flowers and told them that Malmo is not complete without the Jewish community.
In 2017, Rabbi Cohen joined Imam Barakat in Malmo.
The important was to establish trust with the larger Muslim community, which was not so simple, especially with my background as well, coming directly from Israel.
With Cohen and Barakat, the Amanah Project was born.
We have several kinds of activities. Some of it is grassroots activities. We've had, for instance, a Beit Midrash, a madrasa, in which we've studied our traditions, similarities and differences.
The two say there have been challenges, but also results.
The very fact that you have someone to talk to, someone who's willing to speak up when something occurs and that didn't exist before, helps build up the trust that this is something that can really make a difference.
The story of Amanah is not just a personal story, it's also a story about strategy. It's election time in Sweden. The far right is polling strongly. The two communities face a common hostility.
You can also see it now, pre-elections, you will see sentiment with politicians in speaking about Swedish values contra non-Swedish values as inferior, for instance. And you have had politicians saying that Jews are not Swedes. Jews will not be considered as Swedes. And of course, if Jews are not seen as Swedes, Muslims are even more not seen as Swedes.
Malmo Muslims and Jews trying to navigate a sensitive environment, and just maybe, to do so together. Owen Alterman, I-24 News.